Good day. Hope everybody out there is having a good one. So Judas Priest just dropped yet another tune from their Invincible Shield album that's coming out March 8th of this year. They already have dropped quite a few tunes. The album's shaping up to be quite a rocking album. I think this song, The Serpent and the King, had some Screaming for Vengeance vibes, but it also has like some of that, we'll say, new Judas Priest sound. Now, I know a lot of people are like, there's, KK's Priest, and there's, a lot of members have changed out, we'll say. Um, I see it as, like there's other bands out there where various members have changed and it's just considered just the new era of that band. And that's how I look at it with Judas Priest. There's eras that I'm more partial to because I grew up in those eras. And when I hear stuff from them today that harkens back to that time, it piques my interest and makes me want to check it out. Now, like I said, from everything that I've heard, now look, if you're a Judas Priest fan, you're gonna be into it. That's just it. And if you're all butthurt about people not being in the band no more and them still going and not just sitting back and pining away and not making any more music, well, then you're not gonna like it anyway. But this is Judas Priest's 19th or 20th? 19th, yeah, album. So, yeah, my personal favorites are Screaming for Vengeance and Defenders of the Faith. I grew up with those albums, and they just not only do they have nostalgia, but they're just solid albums. You really can't, it's like those are hard metal albums to screw with. It's like that, those albums are good from one side to the other. And you know, nowadays in this single released era that we're in, and for good reason, um, it's cool to see a band like this, kind of peter out some tunes and then kind of get you geared up for the full release and kind of give you an idea of what you're in store for. I think with all of that's been released so far, I think you can generally get an idea of what I'm looking forward to it myself. I definitely now. Oh, one thing I wanted to show you, and I think I mentioned this in another video, but you can order this. Well, of course you could pre-order it right now. But yeah, you can get some pretty cool stuff, man. You can even get it on cassette for those people still rocking cassette. I wish I still had a cassette player. Even though it's a lesser than medium, it's got a lot of air to it, and older tapes can just sound like complete garbage. There is some nostalgia to just having the cassette, and especially a Judas Priest cassette. They were, really big at the time of cassettes. And, but I, remember, listening to Judas Priest all the time growing up. And it's, it's just neat to be sitting here, talking about them all these years later. And, oh, they got another a new album coming out. Now, like I said, if you're not, into the new Judas Priest or whatever, you're just not gonna be into it. You're, you know, but like I said, I get vibes of older stuff, but then it's like, oh, well, here's some newer sounding stuff that, but it's like you want a band to innovate. And for a band like Judas Priest to still be, you know, tooling with their sound and trying new things, I mean, look, they could keep putting out. you know, the same first four albums or five albums, and keep that on repeat. But and it's awesome too to see that Rob is, of course he's always maintained his singing voice, but still to be at his age, and I'm not throwing any shade, but to be at his age and still be blasting out the frequencies he is, yeah, that's very impressive stuff. And they might have some younger blood or whatever, and I really don't understand the whole KK thing. I think uh look, now we get another band with, a lot of people. I love Jugulator with Ripper Owens. So now we get a whole nother, we get like two Judas Priests. And if you want stuff that kind of predominantly sounds like older Judas Priest, but in a newer time, some of the tunes of KK's Priest can probably scratch that itch for you. I say listen to both Judas Priest and KK's Priest and have the best of both worlds and just rock out. And yeah, I think this album's shaping up to be cool. It's gonna be pretty neat. Can't wait to hear the full thing. And like I said, there's we're kind of at an embarrassment of riches stage here when it comes to Judas Priest, because it's like, well, I don't like this Judas Priest. Well, now we got two. So there. So yeah, I think it's really cool that Ripper Owens and KK got together. I think that's just, Ripper has still got a just phenomenal voice, and he can do whatever he wants. He can really, hold his own when it comes to, he's got the chops in the vocal areas. So yeah, it's cool to see that his career too didn't just end at, begin and end at Judas Priest. He's not only did his dream kind of come true, did come true, but now it's even carried on, and he's able to carry on a Judas Priest legacy in his own way. And I'm not sure how rights work out with performing some songs, or how that works out. Maybe somebody with some better knowledge on that. It, it I would think, it'd be just like any band covering another song. That's what it would be treated like, I guess. But it might possibly feel better to you to hear Ripper and KK putting it out. What is it? Just Ian and Rob left in Judas Priest, so it's like two for two. So yeah, if you haven't already, go check this out. This year is going to be an awesome year for music releases. We are coming up now, like the March, April, the spring areas. Spring brings in all that new freshness. April showers brings Mayflowers, whatever type stuff. Well, it works the same with music in a way. It seems like in springtime, here comes all the new music out, budding and flowering for us all to enjoy. And that's already shaping up. And there's going to be a lot to talk about this year, and there's going to be a lot of just awesome albums released, and yeah, a lot of cool projects coming out that I'm looking forward to. And there's going to be a lot of bands doing tours. In fact, Judas Priest is going to be doing some shows here in the States, and then they're going over to the UK. Check Ticketmaster, go to the sites. I'll have all the links, of course, as usual, all linked up, and you can go check it out. I think it's a pretty cool tune myself. What do you think? I think it's pretty awesome. I think the album's shaping up to be a pretty rocking album that really has some vibes from yesteryear, but also has a newer, fresh sound. But but I have to admit, and that's not in a bad way, I have to admit that sometimes it does seem like there's two bands writing a song, and like, oh, we'll write the chorus, you write the verse type of thing. It's almost, sometimes you get that feeling like there's two different bands doing parts of the songs. um but it still ends up that they're awesome songs, and like I said, it's a new era, and you got to give it to the band, the company, the legends, that is Judas Priest, for still putting out some music. And like I said, you also got KK's Priest and all that as well. Embarrassment of riches with the priests. Never thought I'd say that out loud, or in a sentence in any way. So anyway, I hope everybody out there is having a great day. I know we got a bunch of other releases to talk about. We got a bunch of music from all over the place that we've been posting. That's what we do around here. Find new music, follow recommendations. The algorithm is just going to keep feeding you the same thing. So finding a way to hack the algorithm is finding new music through suggestions. So if you have a suggestion or something that you would like us to share with the class, please. It can be from any time, any era, any genre, any artist, and yeah, indie, national, whatever. Major label. We want to know about them if we don't already. So definitely, yeah, comment a band, press the subscribe button if that's what you're into, and don't forget to maybe hit a jingly thing, and we will see you in the next video. Go check out this new Judas Priest if you haven't. Let me know what you think, and we'll see you in the next one. Have a good day, everybody.